Okay, 3534 East Ohio. Take a look around here. So it's definitely going to need cosmetic throughout, paint, flooring, touch-up work for sure on some of the walls. There's some cracks and things like that, even on the baseboards here. So more than just a quick layer on it. But not too bad here. What I do see on the roof here, on the ceiling here in the dining area, you can see that they've patched it, and really not the greatest of job here. So I'm just kind of screwed into the existing sheetrock or plaster actually that's on the ceiling there. So there'll be a little bit of work there. We've got the washer and dryer connection right here in the dining room because there's really no space here. We'll head down into the basement, see if there's a former connection there or something. So that's a little bit of an awkward spot for it, to be honest, but at least it's there. This back room, which has its own door to the outside, looks like maybe at some point that was a vent as well for a dryer. So maybe that's what this was used for. I could see this being turned into a bedroom. Putting a door in here, right? Squeezing in a closet. I think that's certainly a possibility. Kitchen here, the countertops are in good shape. The cabinets could use some refreshing. And again, the flooring in here certainly could as well. They do have it already right here, a water supply for a refrigerator that would be here. Kind of an awkward spot, especially with that supply vent. And then looks like this would be the stove connection. Side door to the outside. You can see there's some breaches here, old stuff, so just definitely needs to be sealed up a little bit better. And down into the basement. So you can see what it looks like. There was definitely at least one, if not multiple animals here. It's got a little bit of that musty smell from it. But you can also tell they've been putting some damp rid and everything else down here or in the whole house to try to help out. So what we're seeing here is there's this foam on the wall here to help seal in. Formerly a window there. There is the old electric for a washer, vent for a dryer, vent for a dryer. And there's supply lines down here. So probably at some point there was washer and dryer down here. This front portion up here, again, more foam. This is really just for storage. That's an old, both of these right here are old tanks for oil for an old boiler. So we just want to make sure that those are sealed up properly. And then back here, a little bit more into the basement space. So there's no evidence of recent water intrusion, but you can definitely see there's been work done on the foundation to seal it up. Furnace is quite old, so we want to make sure that that's working well. It's on right now and it's fine, but we just want to make sure for the future and everything. And then we've got a water heater here. This is a newer water heater. It's electric. So they've taken off the gas supply for that. So not bad. I've seen worse, but certainly want to check. There's been some work done on it, right? So we just want to make sure, it's kind of rough stuff down there, but no huge red flags. I think it's what it's been done, what I would assess it. From a non-professional standpoint, just my experience is that it's been worked on, it's been taken care of, because I don't see any recent issues down there in the basement. All right, we'll head up the stairs here. The treads are in decent shape, but this is quite narrow of a stairwell. Not really much you can do about it because of the walls that are on here, but it's very narrow. Just so that's something to keep in mind as far as furniture and things like that. Looks like there's 2 bedrooms up here. Again, similar to downstairs, we're looking at flooring, paint. There's some of the wood deterioration right here. Old water damage probably, based on the foam that I'm seeing here. These are newer windows, but since I'm seeing some of the work on it, there may be issues with them. So you might want to take that into consideration for your budget as far as replacing windows. Not saying it's necessary, but certainly keep that in mind. But they are newer. Here's a good view from the top side of the back. So we have this detached garage. You can see just lack of maintenance overall on things. A lot of growth there on the garage. Now it's a garage, so it's not too big of a deal. And then you can get a little bit of better look around. So right over here on this side, and that continues over on this side, is some industrial businesses and everything. So I'll show you that when we get outside. Here we are, the basement or the bathroom upstairs. I'll double check, but I didn't see a half bath downstairs. So that's obviously a challenge if you turn that back room into a bedroom and make it a 3-bedroom property. That means they've got to come upstairs, so it's inconvenient. What that really means is you're just not gonna get top of the market or for rent, but I don't think that's the plan, would be the plan anyway for this property. So yeah, no half bath in here. There's probably some options of places you could put it, squeeze something in. Maybe you squeeze it in back here, maybe squeeze it in over here. Really just looking for some little space. Don't need a whole lot of them. I'd normally say something over here where the stairs is good too, but with that return vent there, that's gonna make it a bit of a challenge. So might not be the greatest opportunity to put in a half bath in here. I'm gonna walk out the back door since we're here. It'll make it a little bit easier to get you an external view of the property. Pretty small yard. Again, lots of evidence of animals that are around here. You can look at the overhangs. They're the old style, so they're not covered up. But the wood under it doesn't look too bad, certainly for the age of the house. We've got aluminum siding, got a couple of boarded up windows. This back garage here has got a good amount of wood rot on the roof and everything. But again, it's a garage. Just keep that in mind as far as some of your budget. It's nice that there is a garage, obviously. So we want to make sure it's functional because that's going to increase your budget, what you're going to get. Does have a nice driveway because street parking is at a premium here. So it's quite a crowded street, as you can see. And here's that industrial stuff that I was talking about, right? But this house across the street here has been redone. There's several. That house right there as well has been updated. So there's some stuff going on in the area for sure. So I think this could be a really good opportunity. Put a little bit of money in there, start generating some income. All right? Let us know what you think. Thanks.